I wanted to showcase something interesting that just happened to me. So I've been running Digma to analyze this application observability, and it found a performance anomaly, specifically that the median duration of this endpoint was significantly faster than the slowest 5%, like 9,000 or 10,000 times slower for the slow requests. This is great information, and I can actually use kind of Digma's sampling to show me what does a slow trace look like, what does a fast trace look like, but why do all of that work where I can actually ask the agent to look for something more systematic. So using Digma's MCP server that will allow the agent to work with the data that Digma has, I phrased the following prompt. There is an anomaly in this endpoint, and I gave it to the name of the endpoint, where the slower spans are much slower than the median duration. Can you compare two traces and arrive at the root cause and look for systematic problems? Also suggest how it can be improved. So this is where it got interesting. So the MCP tool was actually used to get the different example traces, get information about the environment. A lot of analysis was done by the agent, saving me the time to do it. And then eventually it came to several conclusions. So first of all, it noticed that there is a lot of queries, or many different queries, that became slower. One of them might be solved with an index, but overall it suggested adding more resources to the database. And then the other interesting suggestion was around the Kafka. It noticed that the send operation was taking more time in the slower traces, and this gave it some ideas about how we can actually optimize that as well, make the send asynchronous, or maybe check some settings around Kafka. So taking a very important but one that an issue that requires more investigation, I was able to get to a much more concrete plan in order to how to solve it and what is the root cause, and that to me is amazing.